All right. Today did not lack any excitement, especially for you day traders, and SPY finished up 0.39%, and we did get a daily close above that gap fill zone at 455, and we are seeing a slight increase in volume, but pay attention to all of the indices today because we are getting a little bit of a mixed look. Now on SPY, we did close over the 5 EMA, and we're pushing back towards this resistance just below 458, and if we break that, that's going to break the July high, which means we're going straight to 460. Now if we can't hold this support and we break down below the 5 EMA, then we're looking for a retest of support at 451, a test of the rising 20 daily moving average, and if we can't hold all of that support, we come down here towards the gap fill right around 441 and the support zone right around 440 and possibly even 436. So if you want a pullback, we need to break this support zone and we need to start breaking down below 450. If we continue higher and we break through all of that resistance, including 460, then we go test the previous all-time high. On the Nasdaq 100 triple Qs, we were down 0.25% today, and the triple Qs did break down below the 5 EMA, and you could see a clear double rejection from that resistance at 393, which means if we continue any lower and lose this support right around 386, then we come down towards the next support at 383, which is also going to be the rising 20 daily moving average, and if we break that, we come down and fill the gap at 378. If we can't hold the support at 378, then we come down and retest the breakout right around 370. The next higher price target, if we break 393, will be 396, and then the previous all-time high zone right around 404. On the Dow Jones, we were up 1.51% today, and the Dow Jones gapped up above resistance, which was 356, and I told you above 356 we would go to 360, and that's exactly what we did today. So the Dow Jones is now leaving a gap down here right around 356, and we still haven't fully filled the gap above 360. So in the event we go just a bit higher in the Dow Jones, expect immediate retracement back down towards 356 and possibly even lower. If we continue above 360, then we go all the way back to retest the previous all-time high, which was all the way up there right around 367 to 368, all the way back in January of 2022. On the Russell 2000 IWM ETF, we were up 0.38% today, and we're still stuck within this wedge, and we're just below this resistance below 181, which is also the negatively sloping 200 daily moving average. Now keep in mind that is a negatively sloping 200 daily moving average, and price action is below it, so this is still a bear trend until IWM can start closing above 181. If we can break above 181 and break out of this wedge, then we likely start pushing higher towards 190. And if we break support between 176 and 174, then we go down towards gap fills below 170 and just above 165. On the ARKK ETF, we were down 1.68% today as we're getting rejected from the upper Bollinger Band, which was the resistance from yesterday, and we're right back down towards support at 45.7. If we can't hold that support, we go to 44.6 and then 43. And if we can't hold 43, we come back down towards this gap fill zone at 40 and then 38. If we continue pushing higher and we hold this support, then we're looking for a gap fill just below 49. On the VIX, we were down 0.62% today, and the VIX is holding the zone that we've held all year long, which is where we've been finding support before we get pullbacks or corrections within the market. So it's really hard to say this time is going to be different unless we start breaking down below 12.8. If we bounce from here, look for the VIX to easily get to 15 to 16 and possibly even higher, but as long as the VIX doesn't spike above 18 and 20, we're likely still in a bull market. On Bitcoin, we're currently down 0.4%, and Bitcoin is still struggling to break resistance at 38,000, which is a requirement if we're going to the next price target higher at 40,000. Look for support right here at 37,000, and if we can't hold that as support, we come back down to 35,000. On Tesla stock, we were down 1.66% today, and Tesla is still getting rejected from the upper Bollinger Band of resistance just below 252. We couldn't hold that support at 244, which means we're likely coming back down towards this support at 234 to 230. If we can't hold that support, then we go fill the gap just above 225 and test the rising 200 daily moving average. If we can bounce from support and break back over 255, then we likely start pushing towards 255. On Apple stock, we were up 0.31% today, and Apple is trying everything in its power to hold the 5 EMA on the daily chart and this support zone right around 190, but if we can't hold that support and we break down, then we easily come down and fill the gap at 186 and test the rising 20 daily moving average. If we can break the resistance at 191.5, then we push higher towards 194, and then above 194 we go to 197. So jumping back over to the S&P 500, we're getting a little bit of mixed signals because we're getting rejections within the triple Qs and IWM, but SPY and the Dow Jones are still trying to push higher, although we are at very critical resistance zones. We're going into December starting tomorrow, and there's a very good chance with this vertical rally that we need a pullback to a higher low before we can test the previous all-time highs. So follow the price action at all of these critical levels and you will do just fine as long as you're managing your risk. We are absolutely crushing this market on Bank Trade Alert, so if you want to come crush the market with us, you can find out how to join Bank by clicking on the links in the description of this video. I also have the Stock Channel Discord where I do intraday updates and analysis, so if you want to join the Stock Channel Discord, you can also find out how to do so by clicking on the links below. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.